Alright guys, so we are back and we see that so far gold is selling. Okay, gold is selling, but the selling pressure isn't so much, so we'll end up closing that first position. I'll go back to my M1 where I told you guys that price is going to sell. As you can see, price indeed sold off, but the only issue that I'm having here is that price is selling up in waterfalls, right? I would have wanted instead for price to just keep on dropping massively, but it's dropping in this kind of small waterfall. So let me first take some profits off the table for this one. So we shall take 0.3 off so that we can remain with the other remaining one. You can see how far it goes. Okay, so we are basically risk free from this trade. So after the breakout, you see that price is now forming this channel. You had the first touch, price dropped. The second touch, price dropped. So the third touch can come and break the trend line. So you see that the first touch, price dropped. Second touch, it dropped. Now after the second touch, that's when price will probably start to push up. So this candle has to be respected. So in a way that price has to drop further, and then after some time it will start to pull back. But remember, from the H1 perspective, price has been what? Playing around, right? Price has been playing around from the H1 perspective, but from the H4 we see that price made that drop base and then it's now starting to drop. So we go to the H1, I show you what I mean. So you see that price came, we had that break of the trend line, and then what's happening now right now is that price is now starting to drop. I'll leave this one to run a little bit and then I'll be updating you. But so far our account was at some big amount until we blew back to 400,000. So I'm in no rush to because as I've told you over and over again, the only thing that can the worst case scenario that you can have is that you blow the account. As simple as that. That's the worst case scenario. So there I withdrew 50k because I started this account, this challenge at 25k. So basically I would have made a profit of 25k if everything goes to Rhine. I think we are pulling back a lot. I'll just close. From the M1 I told you that the second touch, the third touch is going to, price will likely break out of this trend line on the third touch. And also the reason why I'm buying here is because if you observe, if you're observant enough, you see that. Let me first remove everything. I want you guys to be very observant of market structure, right? So look at this. Price made this high. We have a new break that's coming up right now. But so far, if I'm to follow this small trend line over here, you see that price is now at an area where it's likely to push up from. Now once you have such a zone, I will never hesitate to buy because price will first make the fake out. Okay, this is the third touch. Remember, price will first make the fake out, and then that's when it will buy. It will first go as if it's going down, and then it will buy. But in the meantime, see that we are suffering some big loss. Nothing to be scared about. This is gold. I'd recommend that you place more positions for such entries, otherwise you may end up blowing for no good reason. So price is pushing down, but it will first of all have to collect liquidity from above. So I'll let it ride. The worst case scenario that can happen is that we blow the account, and yeah, that's something that can happen. That's the worst case scenario that can happen. When we blow the account, we shall start over again next time.